The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. The girls of summer are back. Ottumwa softball is coming your way on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ. Ottumwa Bulldogs sports broadcasts are brought to you by these sponsors. Marking the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, opening soon with new upgrades to make your bowling experience even better. Champion Bowl, where bowling is fun. By Cole Palace Cafe and Books on West Main Street in Ottumwa. By the Train Depot, good quality gourmet food selections. By Community First Credit Union, with over 16 locations to serve you. By Shannon and the team at Dixon's Floors & More. Stop in today and check out the awesome showroom and let Shannon give you a free estimate for flooring, cabinets, and fireplaces at Dixon's Floors & More, just past Walmart in Ottumwa. By Family First Chiropractic, where their goal is to get your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for life. Family First Chiropractic, West 2nd Street in Ottumwa. By Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications. Lisco of Fairfield. By Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union on the corner of Penn and Jeff in Ottumwa, where it feels like home. See them today and see how easy they make getting a loan. By Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse in Ottumwa. Thanks, Southern Iowa, for voting them as your favorite restaurant and pizza place. Proud to support the Bulldogs. By Ottumwa Community Schools, where they are proud to engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Go Bulldogs. By Dr. Dwayne Petrito and the team at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Call them today for a free no-obligation appointment and get a smile that lasts a lifetime. By River Hills Community Health Center. By River Hills Community Health Center, with locations in Ottumwa, Centerville, Oskaloosa, Richland, and Sigourney. They have been growing healthy communities for over 20 years. Visit riverhillshealth.org for updates and more information, or find them on Facebook. By Slayton Polaris, your home for the best deals on Polaris ATVs and Rangers. Stop and see them today, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. And by Sonic Drive-In, featuring made-to-order American classics, signature menu items, and speedy service from Friendly Car Hops on North Highway 63 next to Walgreens in Ottumwa. Now, let's get you to the field with the voice of your Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High Softball is on the air. Good afternoon, everybody. From Ames, Iowa, for the second day in a row, Jason Van Arkel reporting. Annie Argo is our on-site video producer. And Brandon Drew is producing the radio broadcast today back at the KBIZ studios. A single varsity game this afternoon as your Bulldogs softball team, ranked number 11 in Class 5A, takes on the little Cyclones of Ames. What a marathon of baseball and softball Ottumwa had last night. We were on the air for baseball just about 300 feet to my right, where the Ottumwa baseball team lost a heartbreaker 2-1 in 10 innings. I got done with that game. I knew the Ottumwa softball team had dropped a one-run decision to number 1 Fort Dodge in Game 1 last night. So after I got off the air, I picked up my phone to see how Game 2 had turned out. It was still going. And as many of you know, the Bulldogs went 14 innings with the Dodgers and won the game in the bottom of the 14th on a home run by Jillian Heaton. So Ottumwa earned a split with the number 1 team in the state. The Bulldogs come into this afternoon's matinee at 2-4. Ames High 0-3 on the young season. They started off with a doubleheader sweep on Monday. They didn't play the first week. They started off on Monday with a doubleheader sweep at the hands of Des Moines Lincoln, and then they were shut out by Ogden last night, 8-0. So they come in at 0-3 looking for their first win. Ottumwa would much prefer to hand them their fourth loss. Bulldogs trying to get back to 500. And you know what? After the season opening doubleheader loss at Valley, both games are competitive. Ottumwa had the lead in both games. You know, battle of top 10 teams. You thought, well, you wish you could have gotten one or both of those, but the team was right there. Then they had what would be the stinker, the 8-1 loss to Ankeny in Game 1 of that doubleheader last Wednesday. They roared back to win 13-2 in the nightcap, finally got their first win, and then they were toe-to-toe with Fort Dodge last night for 2 games, could have won them both, got the split, 2-4, and hopefully headed in the right direction as they get ready for this one game today. Couple of schedule announcements for you. The next 2 days, we will be in Marshalltown. We have Ottumwa baseball tomorrow at Marshalltown beginning at 5 for a doubleheader, and then Ottumwa softball Friday at 5 for a doubleheader, weather permitting. Then on Saturday, and we have now confirmed the schedule, Ottumwa softball will play in the Solon tournament this Saturday. They'll play Iowa City High at 11, and then the host team Solon at 1 on Saturday. All of those games will be available to you on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. Right now we're awaiting the start of this game between Ottumwa and Ames. We will take a 2-minute timeout, come back and get you the starting lineups on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
Hi, I'm Mark Freimwehr, new owner of Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, Iowa. Call us at Champion Bowl to join the fun. We have new hours to better serve you. We are open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to midnight, and noon to 10 every Sunday. If you just want to hang out in the lounge, we have a full bar and a great menu. Make sure and like us on Facebook for weekly fun and special at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, where bowling is fun.
Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Cole Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Cole Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
Ottumwa High Softball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. Let's look at the starting lineups as your Bulldogs get ready to take on Ames. First for Ottumwa, Mandy Moore with this lineup today. Leading off in pitching is Casey Nickerson. Batting second and playing shortstop is Kaylee Bix. Hannah Huizinga in center field batting third, and Jillian Heaton at first base will bat cleanup. Jordan Pauls is the designated player. Pauls batting fifth. Josie Lemons at third base batting sixth. Ann Guest in left field, Guest batting seventh. Amber Schatz is the catcher. She hits eighth. And batting ninth is the second baseman, Ella Allar. The flex player for Ottumwa in this game is the right fielder, Zoe Jones. Those are your Bulldogs. As for the Little Cyclones of Ames, their head coach Gary Gorman puts forth this lineup. Leading off and playing shortstop is Ellie Lynch. Batting second and playing left field, Olivia Smalley. The number 3 hitter is the Ames pitcher, Jules Buss. Batting fourth and playing third base is Carly Hill. Ireland Buss in center field batting fifth. Izzy Rogers is the catcher, Rogers batting sixth. Katie Rieselman, the first baseman, hits seventh. Rachel Rossiker, the second baseman, batting eighth. And batting ninth is the designated player, Kyra Anderson. The flex player for Ames is also their right fielder, Kirsten Morton. So those are your starting lineups for this afternoon. Hopefully Casey Nickerson has something left in the tank in that doubleheader, which was the equivalent of 3 games. They played a 7-inning game 1 and a 14-inning game 2. Nickerson pitched 18 of those 21 innings. She started and pitched all 7 innings in game 1, came on in relief in game 2, and stayed all the way until she got the final out in the top of the 14th, and then barely had time to sit down in the dugout before Jillian Heaton led off the bottom of the 14th with a game-winning home run. The softball diamond here at Ames, this whole facility is new. As if you heard the baseball broadcast last night, we talked about it. They built this facility just a few years ago. You've got 185 feet down both the left field and right field lines. They don't have the depth marked in center field. I would wager a guess it's about 210 feet. Fence is a good 10, 12 feet high. You've got a hitting backdrop on the center field fence. It's just basically a black type of tarp that's a little bit see-through, but not really. It says Ames High School softball on it in orange and has the Ames High logo on it. That just sits there in straightaway center field and gives the batter's eye to be able to see the pitch better. Our weather conditions couldn't be much better. 79 degrees in Ames this hour. The northwest wind blowing 10 miles an hour. That wind is basically blowing in. It's kind of shifted a little bit. When we first got here and were setting up, it was blowing in kind of from left and left center. And now I'd say it's either blowing straight in or maybe blowing in from right center. And as the Bulldog lineup is introduced to the fans who've come out here to watch Ottumwa and Ames play this afternoon, they're lining up along the foul line, but they are observing social distancing, making sure they are 6 feet apart from each other. If you are wondering perhaps why Zoe Jones is the flex player playing right field, not in the batting order, I see that Zoe has a brace on her right wrist. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but perhaps a little caution, not wanting to have her swing the bat today, so she'll be the flex player in right field. Ottumwa with the red jerseys, white sleeves, white stripes down the side, white on the back where the nameplate might be. You've got gray numbers trimmed in white on the back. The gray pants with the red stripe, the red socks for OHS. Ames with white jerseys, sleeveless jerseys. They have T-shirts underneath that are orange and black. Orange lettering and numbers trimmed in black on the front, orange numbers trimmed in black on the back. White pants with black and orange trim and orange socks for the little Cyclones. Lettering on the front says Ames. And as they finish the introductions here, I believe we're going to have a national anthem. Waiting on confirmation of that. And we will have the break for the national anthem. We're back in 2 minutes with the first pitch on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You are a player, cheerleader, or coach. Your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Ottumwa High Softball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ. Good afternoon once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Ames. We're also on the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. Annie Argo, our on-site video producer. Brandon Drew producing the broadcast back at the KBIZ studios. Bulldogs and Little Cyclones, single varsity game on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Casey Nickerson will lead it off. She'll be followed by Kaylee Bix and Hannah Hazinga. Nickerson digs into that right-handed batter's box to face Jules Buss. Buss, in her first start of the year, suffered a tough 1-0 loss to Des Moines Lincoln. Her first pitch here is up and in for ball one. Our first pitch coming right at 3 o'clock. They announced the start time of the varsity game at 2:30. Obviously, we're on the air a little bit later than that. That was a bit ambitious on their part. As Nickerson hits a little flare to right field, that's down for a base hit. So the leadoff hitter on for Ottumwa. We are dealing with a different camera angle today. For those of you on the live video stream, we can't be anywhere near home plate. We're down the first base line. Annie's going to run the camera as well as produce the rest of the video broadcast, and we'll try to follow the action as best we can. Here's Kaylee Bix. Runner on first, nobody out for Ottumwa to start the game. That pitch is inside for ball one. Bix had a slow start to the season, but broke out last Wednesday in the Game 2 win over Ankeny. As the 1-0 is grounded slowly right side, picked up by the first baseman, Rieselman steps on the bag for out number one. Nickerson advances to second. Hannah Hazinga stands in, the Bulldogs center fielder. Head coach Mandy Moore coaching down at third. Olivia Rourke, the first base coach for OHS. Buss into the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. Should offer a thank you to the Ames pitcher, Jules Buss. Went over to the Ames side to get their starting lineup, and she helped get me in contact with their head coach, Gary Gorman, trying to observe social distancing as we did so. There's a foul back, and the count 0-2. We'll set the Ames defense here as we go along. Olivia Smalley in left, Ireland Buss in center, Kirsten Morton in right. Morkin, pardon me, I need to read my own writing. 0-2 to Hazinga. And the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carly Hill is at third, Ellie Lynch at short, Rachel Rossiker at second, Katie Rieselman at first, and Izzy Rogers is the catcher. Now the 1-2. Low and in, 2-2. At least it was low. Don't have a great angle from where I'm looking, and a similar angle to what those of you watching on the video stream see. But Hannah hanging in there, got behind 0-2. Now the count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nickerson at second, 1 out, top of the first. The pitch. Popped up, left side foul, playable, and caught by the dugout entrance by the third baseman Hill for out number 2. So it's up to Jillian Heaton. Last time she stood at the plate, she cracked the home run that beat Fort Dodge in the 14th inning last night in Game 2. Buss toes the rubber in the circle. And the pitch. Poked foul back and out of play, 0-1. At least based on the early swings that Ottumwa's had, Buss is perhaps throwing a little harder than they expected. Some tentative cuts. And it was a short turnaround for OHS. The 0-1. On the inside corner, 0-2. Not sure exactly what time Ottumwa got done last night, but I'm pretty sure it was 10 o'clock or after. And then they'd turn around and come up here to Ames for an afternoon game. 0-2. Nickerson still at second with 2 down. The pitch to Heaton. Fouled straight back, will do it again. Jordan Paul's the designated player on deck if the inning continues. Nickerson led the inning off with a single, went to second on the ground up by Bix. Huizinga fouled out, and now an 0-2 count to Heaton. The pitch. Little liner caught by the third baseman Hill, and the side is retired. Ottumwa gets a leadoff hit, but Strands are at second. After half an inning, the Bulldogs nothing. The Little Cyclones coming up. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is how we Sonic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me leap though.
Now Casey Nickerson will step into the circle in Ames for the first time. The defense behind her, Ann Guest in left, Hannah Huizinga in center, Zoe Jones in right, Josie Lemons at third, Kaylee Bix at short, Ella Aller at second, Jillian Heaton at first, and Amber Schatz behind the plate. And hopefully Nix has enough in the tank. She threw 18 innings last night. Also was involved a lot offensively, talking to her dad before the game today, said that at one point Nickerson, got spiked in the arm, diving back to first base. Seemed to be in good spirits when I talked to her today. Of course, you get a win over the number one team in the state, you're going to be in good spirits. We'll see how she handles an Ames High lineup that has been shut out in 2 of its 3 games. Ames has losses of 1-0 and 7-5 to Des Moines Lincoln and an 8-0 loss to Ogden. Their leadoff hitter is Ellie Lynch. Now, Ames' stats were not up to date from last night. Well, Lynch has been their best hitter through the first 2 games, 5 for 7 with a triple and an RBI. Bunts it back to the circle. Nickerson up with it, fires to first, covering the second baseman Aller, and they got her 1 down. Ellie Lynch trying to bunt her way on, but Nickerson equal to the task, score it 1-4. That brings up the left fielder, Olivia Smalley. Smalley has a couple of RBI on the season, left-handed batter. Casey's first offering in there for a strike, 0-1. Nickerson, a quick walk to the back of the circle, now toes the rubber. The 0-1, ground ball through the whole right side base hit. Up with it, Jones tried to throw it to first, threw it all the way over the head of Heaton, but backed up at the plate by Schatz, and Smalley will stay at first with a single. So 1 on, 1 out for Ames, and the batter, the pitcher, Jules Buss. Buss, a right-handed batter, will stand in. Smalley has good speed at first. First pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Gary Gorman, the head coach of Ames High, coaching at third base. Nickerson's pitch, off the plate, ball 1. Feels a little bit weird to be in Ames for the second day in a row, but then we're going to repeat the experience tomorrow and Friday in Marshalltown. Baseball tomorrow, softball Friday. The 1-1, roller foul, third base side, off the fence in front of the Ames dugout, and the count goes to 1-2. Don't know how much this means, but 2 batters into the game, third batter at the plate. Ashton Brown, Ottumwa's number 2 pitcher, has gone down to the pen. Single game today, so you're not saving Ashton for a doubleheader. As the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball foul left side again. Still 1-2. But Ashton Brown is going to start throwing. She warmed up a bit before the game, and I do wonder if Coach Moore, Mandy Moore, is planning on using her at some point today. Here's Nickerson's 1-2. Ground ball to third. Throw comes to first in time for out number 2 as Lemons throws out Buss. Down to second goes Smalley. And the batter is Carly Hill, the third baseman. Hill has an RBI on the season. Again, I would only be speculating if I tried to guess why Ashton Brown is throwing in the pen right now. Mandy Moore obviously was an outstanding pitcher in high school and in college. That pitch has popped up. Second baseman Aller calling for it near the line behind the bag at first, makes the catch to retire the side. Ames, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. After an inning, we have no score. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me leap though.
We move to the top of the second inning. Bulldog softball brought to you in part by these fine community leaders, Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. By Dr. Dwayne Petrito at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa, where they want to give you a smile that lasts a lifetime. Call today for an appointment. And by Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, opening soon with new upgrades to make your bowling experience even better. Champion Bowl, where bowling is fun. Bulldogs have Jordan Pauls, Josie Lemons, and Guest due up. 5, 6, and 7 in their batting order. Each team had a hit, but no runs in the first inning. Each team stranded a runner at second base. Paul's getting the start at DP this afternoon. Right-handed batter digs in for OHS. Jules Buss in the circle for the Little Cyclones, and her first pitch of the second inning is fouled back to the screen for strike 1. You do wonder about Ottumwa fatigue today. Playing 21 innings last night over 2 games and then having to play an afternoon game today. Hopefully everybody on that roster went home, went straight to bed last night. Now the 0-1 to Pauls. Little blooper in front of the plate and bobbled by the pitcher. Picked up throw to first, still in timeout number 1. Buss struggled with that for a moment but picked it up on the second stab. That brings up Josie Lemons. Bulldog third baseman digs in. Right-hander to right-hander, the pitch. Off the plate outside, ball 1. I keep hearing the ping of a bat between pitches, and I realize that the Ames baseball team is over on their diamond having batting practice. That pitch high and away, 2-0. Ames is in baseball playing a game at Principal Park later tonight. Two 2-0 the count to Lemons and the pitch. That's driven to center field, right center, and over the head of the diving center fielder Buss. It's going to roll all the way back to the fence. The right fielder, Morgan, picks it up, but Lemons has herself a 1-out double. So Ottumwa for the second straight inning, a runner at second and 1 out. Let's see if the Bulldogs can bring her home this time. Here's Ann Guest. Guest with a couple of practice swings outside the box before standing in against Jules Buss. Jewels, Jules. Right-hander's pitch. Sharp ground ball to the second baseman, fielded cleanly by Rossiker. Throw to first in time. Throw to third not in time to get Lemons, but there are 2 down. Guest retired 4-3. And it's up to Amber Schatz, the Bulldog catcher. Someone trying to grab the lead here in the second inning. Runner at third and 2 down. Bus gets the sign from the catcher, Rogers, in the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Seems like both corner outfielders are playing over towards the line against Amber Schatz here, and may have been doing that for most of the Ottumwa batters. The 1-0. Outside, 2-0. Schatz has a lot of potential. Has some pop in that bat, just a sophomore. Could be a good run producer at the bottom of the Ottumwa order this year, hitting out of the 8th spot. The 2-0. Inside, 3-0. It actually wouldn't surprise me all that much if they didn't give Schatz anything to hit here and took their chances with Ella Aller, the freshman, on deck. The 3-0. Taking all the way, that is in there for strike, 3-1. Sluggers count now for Schatz. Lemons at third with 2 down. No score, top of the second. Ottumwa trying to break through. The 3-1 pitch. Ground ball left side foul. The count fills 3-2. Not a whole lot of foul territory here at the Ames softball diamond. I don't have a good view of all the way back to the backstop from where I have to sit today, but there's not a lot of room behind home plate. The 3-2. Little blooper, fair down the right field line. That'll get the run home. They'll get it back in quickly, but it's an RBI single for Amber Schatz, opposite field, and Ottumwa leads it 1-0. Amber fought off a tough pitch there on 3-2, got it over the first baseman's head, kept it fair down that right field line. Will we get a courtesy runner here for the catcher Schatz? Yes, we will. That'll be Madeline Hauk. So Hauk at first with 2 down, and here is Ella Aller, the second baseman. Bulldogs have grabbed a 1-0 lead here. The 1-out double by Lemons, went to third on a ground ball, and then scored on the RBI single by Amber Schatz. Now Aller digs in, trying to keep a 2-out rally going. Runner at first in the pitch. Swing and a foul back, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Stealing second and getting in there safely is Aller, or pardon me, is Hauk. Aller at the plate. Apparently we've lost the radio broadcast here. Okay. Okay. So we're trying to get the radio broadcast back. We are still on the video stream. It's a 1-1 count. And Aller pops it foul out of play, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. And we are back on the air on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ. Not sure when we lost the radio feed, but we're back. Ottumwa leading 1-0, top of the second. Bulldogs softball here at Ames. The pitch to Ella Aller. Inside, and it's 2-2. In case you missed it, Josie Lemons hit a 1-out double this inning, went to third on a ground out, and scored on a single by Amber Schatz. Schatz courtesy runner Madeline Hauk has stolen second. She's there with 2 down, and Ella Aller has a 2-2 count. Jules Buss, the pitcher for Ames, brings home the 2-2 pitch. Way high all the way to the backstop. Down to third on the wild pitch goes Hauk, and the count is full 3-2 to Aller with Casey Nickerson on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. Popped it up, shallow center, coming on and making the catch on the run is Ireland Bus, the center fielder, to retire the side. Ottumwa gets a run on 2 hits. They leave 1. We go to the bottom of the second. Bulldogs 1, Ames nothing. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Bottom of the second inning, Ottumwa softball, 12:40 a.m., 102.7 FM KBIZ, live video on OttumwaRadio.com. Ottumwa has a 1-0 lead over Ames, and Ashton Brown is now pitching for OHS. So Casey Nickerson throws 1 inning, allows 1 hit, and Ottumwa's number 2 starter, who had no decision in the 14-inning win over Fort Dodge last night. Brown does have a win over Ankeny this season. She's 1-1. Comes on in relief. Nickerson is now in right field. And Brown will face Ireland Bus, the first batter she'll face here, and throws a strike, 0-1. Now, again, I don't know why Nickerson is not pitching now. There's a couple things I can speculate, and I may do that as we go on here. That pitch downstairs, 1-1. The first one would be that Mandy Moore watched Casey in the first inning, thought maybe she didn't have it after throwing 18 innings last night and decided to go to Brown. But there could be another one that doesn't have as much to do with pitching as it does with Zoe Jones, as Bus is hit by a pitch, and Ames has a leadoff hitter on in the second. We mentioned that Zoe Jones was a flex player, not in the batting order, and had a brace on her right wrist. That'd be her throwing hand. When Zoe tried to throw a ball back into first base on the single to right in the first inning, the throw sailed over Jillian Heaton's head, went all the way to the catcher. And since Nickerson will play right field in game 2s anyway, as this pitch is bunted, fair, picked up by Schatz, throw to first in time. The sacrifice laid down by Izzy Rogers, score at 1-4, Bus down to second. And the batter, Katie Rieselman, the first baseman. It's possible that Mandy Moore has decided that be better off to not have Zoe out in right field with her wrist. Again, I'm speculating here. I don't know. But those are the two, to me, the most obvious possibilities why Ashton Brown has come in to pitch and Casey Nickerson has gone to right. Brown's pitch to Rieselman is a ball, 1-0. It hopped out of the glove of Schatz, but she kept it right there. Now Ottumwa is sending another arm down to the bullpen. Swing and a miss by Rieselman, and the count even at a ball and a strike. Well, we're going to have double-barreled action in the Ottumwa bullpen. Chloe Bradley will be one of them. That pitch missed for a ball, 2-1. And Ashlyn Sheets will also start throwing in the Ottumwa pen. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner at second, 1 down top of the second inning here. Ottumwa leading 1-0. Pitch misses in the count, 3-1. Ames dugout making some noise here. Ottumwa leading 1-0. Ames with the runner at second and 1 out. And the 3-1 pitch to Rieselman. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Brown winds and the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ashton came back to get her for out number 2. That'll bring up the second baseman, Rachel Rossiker. Again, don't have complete stats on Ames. They did an update from last night. Rossiker had been 1 for 6 in 2 games. Brown trying to strand that runner at second and preserve Ottumwa's 1-0 lead. Swing and a foul back by Rossiker for strike 1. Ottumwa 2-4, Ames 0-3. Bulldogs still ranked 11th in the state, and even though they've had a loss this week, when you lose a 1-run game to Fort Dodge and then beat Fort Dodge, the number 1 team in the state, I don't think Ottumwa's dropping in the rankings. That pitch in there for a strike, 0-2. Now that runner goes to third. Throw down the line at third is thrown away, and Ames is going to tie the game on the throwing error. Delayed steal as Buss stole third, and then Schott's throw went over third base and into foul territory. And we're tied at 1. Now nobody on with 2 out and a 0-2 count to Rossiker. Well, this game just has a weird feeling to it in the early going. Brown's 0-2 pitch. Way outside, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch from Brown. Way high, 2-2. Boy, they do a lot of screaming in that Ames dugout. 2-2 the count. Brown brings it home. And a roller third base side picked up by Lemons. Throw to first, inning over. Ames gets a run without a hit. There was a hit batsman, a sacrifice, a stolen base, and an error. Nobody left. After 2 innings, we're tied at 1. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Yes, the great outdoors is wide open. So why not make the most of it? Expand your family's freedom with the off-road's best. Like the only built-in GPS that doesn't require a cell connection. And group tracking that lets you spread out on the trail, but stay together for the journey. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love.
Top of the 3rd inning, Bulldog softball brought to you by Community First Credit Union with 17 locations to serve you. By Slayton Polaris, your home for the best deals on Polaris Rangers and ATVs. Call or stop in and see them today, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. And by Sonic Drive-In, featuring made-to-order American classics, signature menu items, and speedy service from friendly car hops. Cruise on over to Sonic on North 63 next to Walgreens for the ultimate Sonic experience. Ottumwa 1, Ames 1, top of the 3rd inning. Top of the order due up for OHS, Nickerson, Bix, and Hazinga. And the pitch to Casey is hit into left center field, and that's down for a base hit. So Nickerson 2 for 2. And for the second time in 3 innings, Ottumwa has a leadoff hitter on. That brings up Kaylee Bix, a ground ball to first, her first time up. Bulldogs now out hitting Ames 4-1, but Ames got a run without a hit in the second inning, and that's why we're tied. First pitch to Kaylee, shows bunt, pulls a bat back. Pitch missed upstairs for ball one. 1-0 the count to the Bulldog shortstop. The next offering, bunts it, and it came back up and hit the bat while she was still in the batter's box. That's a foul ball, and we're even at a ball and a strike. 1-1 to Bix. Let's see if the bunt is still on here now that there's a strike. Pitch is high as Kaylee pulled the bat back, and she works ahead 2-1. One run, 4 hits, no errors for Ottumwa, or one error, I should say, for Ottumwa. That pitch is high again, 3-1. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors for Ames. Bix digs back in, 3-1. Slugger's count still showing that bunt. And the pitch, got the bunt down. Third base side picked up by the pitcher, Bus. Throw to first in time for the out. Nickerson down to second on the sacrifice, scored 1-4. The second baseman, Rossiker, covering. That brings up Hannah Hazinga, who fouled out to third her first time up. Ottumwa had Nickerson at second with 1 out in the first inning, couldn't bring her home. Bulldogs hoping to write a different story here in the third. Hannah takes a pitch up high, ball 1. Hazinga steps out for a moment, now digs back in. Bus spins the ball on her right hip, gets the sign, and the 1-0. A little looper on the infield. That'll drop between second and short. Throw to first, not in time. Throw was in the dirt anyway, but Hannah had it beat out. That'll be a bloop infield hit. Nickerson had to hold at second. So it's first and second with 1 out, and here's Jillian Heaton, who lined softly to third her first time up. Second time through the order against Bus, but it doesn't seem like Ottumwa's had a lot of good swings. Josie Lemons had the best one, a ringing double to right center. Jillian hits a ground ball back to the circle, speared by Bus. Throw to third in time. Throw to first gets away. Hazinga racing for third. It'll be backed up and gotten in by Morgan, the right fielder. So Nickerson's out at third, 1-5 on a fielder's choice for the second out. Heaton's safe at first. And then going to third was Hazinga on the throwing error by the third baseman, Hill. So runners on the corners and 2 down for Jordan Pauls, who grounded back to the circle her first time up. Two on, 2 out in the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Ottumwa continues to have 2 people up in the bullpen. The lefty, Ashlyn Sheets. There's a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Big 2-out hit for Jordan Paul. She drives in the run from third, and Ottumwa goes back in front 2-1. Hazinga scores. Heaton will stop at second. And the batter, Josie Lemons, who doubled and scored in the second inning. Well, again, the Ames outfielders are giving Ottumwa the gaps. They're playing over towards the lines. The pitch, high and away, ball 1. The next offering, popped up, right side. The second baseman, Rossiker, in foul territory over near me, makes the catch. And the side is retired. But Ottumwa goes back in front, 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Bulldogs 2, Little Cyclones 1. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In this afternoon road game, Little Cyclones with 9, 1, and 2 due up in their batting order, starting with the designated player Kyra Anderson, then Ellie Lynch and Olivia Smalley. Ashton Brown still in the circle for her second inning of relief. Still got Bradley and Sheets throwing in the Ottumwa bullpen. Don't know if that has anything more to do than just getting somebody working. It looks like Ames is going to get some action in their bullpen, as the pitch from Brown to Anderson is up high, ball 1. Carly Hill, who is the third baseman in this game, but also their number 2 pitcher, is starting to throw in the Ames pen. A swing and a foul back, and the count even at a ball and a strike to Anderson. Brown tells the rubber, and her 1-1. Rolled in front of the plate slowly, charging is Brown. The throw to first dug out of the dirt by Heaton, but not in time. It's a swinging bunt single for Kyra Anderson, and Ames has a leadoff hitter on for the second inning in a row. Top of the order, Ellie Lynch tried to bunt her way on in the first inning, but bunted it right back to Casey Nickerson, who was pitching at the time. See how Ames plays this one here. Brown's first pitch. Shows bunt, bunts it right in front of the plate, and wisely Amber Schatz lets it go foul, third base side, for strike 1. Lynch may be bunting, but with her speed, she is not just bunting to sacrifice. Oh, 0-1 the count. Someone will do well just to get an out at first here if she bunts again. The pitch, no sign of a bunt. Pitch was low and away. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Well, that warm-up for Carly Hill in the Ames bullpen didn't last very long. Then again, she is 4 batters away right now. The 1-1. Bunts it, popped it foul back behind the plate, and it hits the screen. No chance for Amber Schatz to get it. Count goes to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Ottumwa 2, Ames 1, bottom of the third. Ames with the runner at first and nobody out. The pitch. Swing and a foul, and boy, that changeup of Ashton Brown had Lynch way out in front, but she managed to drag the bat through the zone and just get a piece of it. Stays alive at 1-2. Ashton winds and delivers again. Outside. Count evens at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Ottumwa 2 runs, 6 hits. 1 error of the pitch, high, 3-2. Ames 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error. They didn't put an error on the board for Ottumwa. But the Bulldogs threw the ball down the left field line, and that allowed the Ames run to score in the second inning. I don't know how that's not an error. 3-2. The payoff pitch. In the dirt, ball 4, and all of a sudden Ames has first and second with nobody out. The batter, Olivia Smalley. This could be another bunting situation. Left-handed batting left fielder digs in. Had a single her first time up. Brown brings it home, bunt shown. Pitch misses down low, ball 1. Boy, and Anderson, the runner at second, went halfway to third. And before the next pitch, Mandy Moore wants to talk to Ashton Brown. And this will be a conference for the entire infield. Well, I thought it was, but then the infielders backed off and just left it to Mandy Moore, Ashton Brown, and Amber Schatz. Remember, tomorrow we're doing baseball. Bulldogs playing 2 at Marshalltown, 5 o'clock first pitch. Friday, softball at Marshalltown, weather permitting. Doubleheader, 5 o'clock first pitch. Saturday, softball, 2 games in the Solon tournament, Iowa City High and Solon. First game begins at 11 in the morning. You'll hear it all on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ. You'll see the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. The 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. After that pitch went by, both runners, especially Anderson, halfway between second and third, and Amber Schatz just calmly walked the ball back to Ashton Brown. So if I was catching, I might just keep walking at Anderson and see how long she'd stand there. Here's the 1-1. Bunted foul back behind the plate, 1-2. Well, Brown was 1-2 on Ellie Lynch when she was trying to bunt. And then Brown lost control and couldn't find the zone again, ended up walking her. Now 1-2 to Smalley. Strikeout would be big right here. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Down and in, 2-2. Kyra Anderson's really trying to draw a throw from Schatz, stopping halfway between second and third. Again, this is just me, but if I'm Schatz, as I walk the ball back to the circle, I go around the circle and keep walking at Anderson and see what she does. Now the 2-2 pitch. Just missed, 3-2. Well, Ashton's got to throw a strike here, or you load the bases for the heart of the order. It's almost still leading 2-1, but that lead in jeopardy right here in the bottom of the third inning. The line by Brown and the 3-2 pitch. Fouled off to the left, out of play. We'll do it again. They will retrieve a new ball from the Ottumwa dugout. And Brown will try it again. 3-2 to Smalley. The payoff. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's a big first out in the inning. That brings up Jules Buss, who grounded out to third her first time up. It's almost still leading 2-1. Ames first and second, now 1 out. The pitch. Way high, good stab by the catcher Schatz. That's ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Ashton's pitch. Popped up. Third base side, behind the bag at third, into foul territory. The shortstop, Bix, makes the catch, and there are 2 down. And the inning for Ames is up to the third baseman, Carly Hill, who popped out to second her first time up. Two on, 2 out. Brown trying to get off the hook here in the third inning. The pitch. That one missed for ball 1. You might be able to hear the wind kicking up a little bit. 1-0 to Carly Hill. Brown winds and delivers. Way high, 2-0. Kyra Anderson still the runner at second. Ellie Lynch the runner at first. A single and a walk that started the inning. And a strikeout and a pop out. Now 2-on-2 out and a 2-0 count. Pitch on the way. That one missed, 3-0. Didn't miss by much. Chloe Bradley and Ashlyn Sheets have come back to the dugout, no longer throwing in the Ottumwa pen. Here's the 3-0. In there for a strike, 3-1. But a dangerous pitch coming up right here. 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Runners were going, throw to third, and out at third is the call. A delayed call by the base umpire, but Kyra Anderson caught stealing at third, and the side is retired. So Ottumwa gets out of it, no runs, 1 hit, and 1 left after the caught stealing. We go to the 4th inning, Bulldogs 2, Ames 1, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Top of the 4th inning, Bulldog softball brought to you by Shannon and the team at Dixon's Floors and More. Stop in today and check out the awesome showroom and let Shannon give you a free estimate for flooring, cabinets, and fireplaces. Dixon's Floors and More, just past Walmart in Ottumwa. By Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse in Ottumwa. Thanks, Southern Iowa, for voting them as your favorite restaurant and pizza place. Proud to support the Bulldogs. And by the Ottumwa Community School District, where they are proud to engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Go Bulldogs. Pitching change for Ames. Carly Hill, who had been at third base, is now pitching. So Jules Buss gave up 2 runs in 3 innings. And now Carly Hill, who suffered a 7-5 loss against Des Moines Lincoln on Monday. Hill now in the circle. And I think they simply switched Buss and Hill. Jules Buss now at third base. First batter that Hill will face is the Bulldog left fielder, Ann Guest, who grounded to second her first time up. Now we've seen both teams bring in their number 2 pitchers. Now I'm starting to wonder if there's not some kind of agreement between these two sides, these 2 coaches, as to how to conduct this game. We are playing, of course, a very different kind of season. Hill's first pitch to Guest, over but low, ball 1. When the CIML originally made the schedules, this was a varsity doubleheader, but the 2 teams decided to play JV varsity instead. 1-0, swing and a miss, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ottumwa single runs in both the 2nd and 3rd innings. Ames got a run in the 2nd. 1-1 to Guest. Pitch on the way. Low and away, 2-1. Amber shots, Ella Aller to follow. Bottom 3rd of the Bulldog order, trying to find a way to add to this Ottumwa lead. 2-1, top of the 4th. The right-hander Hill brings home the 2-1 pitch. And swings and misses, 2-2. Guest will have to battle here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hill brings it home, 2-2 to Guest. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is out number 1. First time Ottumwa has struck out in this game. Here's Amber Schatz. Had an RBI single her first time up. First pitch here is chopped to the left side, foul for strike 1. Bulldogs out hitting the Little Cyclones 6-2. And holding a 2-1 lead on the scoreboard. Shots with an 0-1 count. Hill's next offering in the dirt, and we're even at a ball and a strike. One out, nobody on, top 4. Sun went behind the clouds for a moment, but it's about to return. Here's the 1-1. Up and away, 2-1. Amber digs back in. 2 balls and a strike. See if she gets something to hit right here. Pitch on the way. Ground ball sharply out to short. Up with it is Lynch. Throw to first in time, 2 down. It brings up the second baseman, Ella Aller, a fly ball to center, her first time up. 2 out, nobody on for Ottumwa here in the top of the 4th. Bulldogs have yet to be set down in order in this game. First pitch from Hill to Aller. Inside for ball 1. Ella gets ready for the 1-0 pitch. It's on the way. That's high, 2-0. Hitters count for Aller, 2 balls, no strikes. If she can get on base, Casey Nickerson on deck, top of the order. The 2-0. Ground ball foul, third base side. And it's 2-1. Ella stepped out of the box for a moment, now digs back in. The 2-1 offering. Ground ball sharply fair, left side, base hit. 2 out single for the number 9 hitter, Ella Aller. And that'll bring up Nickerson. Casey's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. Bulldogs now with 7 hits in the game. See if Casey can turn this into a 2-out rally. First pitch from Hill to Nickerson. Ground ball, left side through the whole, base hit. Throw comes back into second. 2 on, 2 out. Back-to-back singles for the Dogs. And here is Bix, who is grounded to first and laid down a sacrifice bunt. Aller, pretty good speed at second. If we get another one of those ground ball singles to left, it'll be interesting to see whether or not they try to send Ella home. First pitch here to Kaylee Bix. Swing and a foul at the plate, 0-1. No balls and a strike to the Bulldog shortstop. Aller Fowler at second, Nickerson at first, 2 down, 2-1 Bulldogs, top 4. And a pitch way high and outside evens the count at a ball and a strike. Decent number of fans here in Ames have taken up seats in their own chairs beyond the outfield fence, and the wiser ones sitting under umbrellas in the sun. The pitch hit high in the air to left, but right at Smalley, who makes the catch to retire the side. Bulldogs get a pair of 2-out hits, but Strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Ottumwa 2, Ames 1, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me leap though.
Bottom of the 4th inning. Ottumwa 2, Ames 1. Bulldog softball this afternoon on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. For those of you on the radio wondering how to find that video stream, go to ottumwaradio.com. There's a sports tab. You click on it. There's an Ottumwa Bulldogs. And if you click on that, you'll see Ottumwa Bulldogs live stream. We're also streaming on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page, and that stream will remain on our Facebook page. You can watch it on demand if you go back to it after the game is over. If you're wondering about our YouTube channel, well, we're dealing with a couple of technical issues with YouTube, but we hope to get that figured out as the season goes along. 2-1 Bulldogs. Carly Hill will lead it off. She was at the plate when Kyra Anderson was caught stealing at third to end the bottom of the 3rd inning. Ashton Brown still in there pitching for OHS. And that pitch off speed in there for a strike, 0-1. Really curious decision by Ames and by Anderson, who's just out of 8th grade, to try to steal third there. That pitch up high, 1-1. I can't imagine that was her decision. I would guess that was called from the bench. But they made the last out at third, and they had a 2-on-2 out rally. They were trying to tie the game or take the lead. Swing and a miss by Hill, and Brown works ahead 1-2. Hill will be followed by Ireland Buss and Izzy Rogers. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brown brings it home. High and away, 2-2. Casey Nickerson pitched only the 1st inning in this game and then gave way to Brown. Ashton's 2-2. Upstairs, 3-2. We did see 2 other Ottumwa pitchers work in the bullpen for a while, but no sign that they're going to come in. Now Ashton's 3-2. High, ball 4. Leadoff walk, second walk issued by Brown. And the batter, Ireland Buss, who was hit by a pitch and scored Ames' only run so far in the 2nd inning. Carly Hill, as the pitcher, will get a courtesy runner. And that'll be Allie Franzen, a freshman. So Franzen now the runner at first. And Ireland Buss will stand in. Third inning in a row that Ames has had the leadoff hitter on, all of them against Brown. Ashton's pitch, bunt shown, pitch bunted, and it hit the batter again as Buss ran through the ball after she bunted it. The umpire said she was still in the batter's box, so it is a foul ball and strike 1. If she had been out of the batter's box and had touched the ball, Buss would have been out. 0-1 the count. Ottumwa anticipating the bunt. It's shown. Pitch is bunted foul back behind the plate, 0-2. It's the fourth time that Ames has tried to get a bunt down. And unless she's able to get the bunt down with 2 strikes, Ames will have succeeded only once. Oh and 2 to Ireland Buss. Brown's pitch. Popped it up, left side. Over towards the line is Ann Guest. The left fielder makes the catch coming in for out number 1. Ball carried a little bit farther than I thought it would, but still a pretty routine play for Ann. 1 away, and the batter, Izzy Rogers, the catcher. She has the successful sac bunt for the Little Cyclones today. That happened back in the 2nd inning. One on, one out. Right-handed batting catcher at the plate. First pitch. Strike at the knees, 0-1. Two runs, 8 hits, an error for Ottumwa. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for Ames. Pitch fouled straight back, and the count is 0-2. Well, ever since issuing that walk, Ashton Brown has thrown 5 straight strikes. Oh and 2 the count. And the pitch. Off speed, just missed inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brown toes the rubber again. Rocks and fires, 1 and 2. Liner into center, that's down for a base hit. Huizinga plays it on a hop, runner on second, on her way to third, throw to third, the tag, and out at third as Hannah Huizinga guns down the courtesy runner Franzen. Perhaps an ill-advised attempt by the freshman to take an extra base, and she pays the price. Rogers does go to second on the throw, but she's there now with 2 down. Score that 8-5 as Lemons put the tag on her. Will Ames have a courtesy runner for Rogers, or will she run for herself? Right now she's staying out there, it appears. Here's Katie Rieselman, the first baseman, struck out her first time up. The pitch. Low and away, ball 1. Boy, how that changed the complexion of the inning. You're thinking first and second, 1 out, Ames another rally going. As that pitch swung on and missed, strike 1. Now all of a sudden they still have a runner in scoring position, but it's with 2 out, and Brown maybe a couple of strikes away from getting out of this inning. That hit the third for Ames. That pitch high, 2-1. Two balls and a strike to Rieselman. Brown working quickly, the pitch. Swing and a miss, pulled the string on the changeup, 2-2. The old Bugs Bunny changeup there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ottumwa leading 2-1. Ames still threatening with the runner at second and 2 down. Now the 2-2 pitch. Off speed, just off the plate, 3-2. Rachel Rossiker, the second baseman, on deck. Three balls, 2 strikes. The wind and the payoff. Called, strike 3, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, 1 big outfield assist, and 1 left. After 4, Bulldogs 1, Little Cyclones nothing. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Top of the fifth inning, Bulldog softball brought to you in part by Cole Palace Cafe and Books on West Main Street in Ottumwa by the Train Depot. Good quality gourmet food selections. And by Family First Chiropractic, where their goal is to get your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for life. Family First Chiropractic, West 2nd Street in Ottumwa. Bulldogs 2, Ames 1 as Ottumwa bats here in the top of the fifth. Good thing we're behind a fence as one of the warm-up throws for Ames got away and hit the fence right in front of me. Annie, I'd have caught it if there wasn't a fence. I'd have been ready. She's just like, yeah, sure, whatever. Ottumwa will have Huizenga, Heaton, and Pauls due up. Hannah Huizenga has fouled out. She's also singled and scored a run. 1 for 2. Carly Hill in the circle for her second inning of work for Ames. Allowed a couple of 2-out hits in the fourth inning, but didn't allow a run. We'll wait a moment as our home plate umpire cleans off the plate. Umpires not carrying the softballs in their bags this year, but the little whisk broom still an essential tool for the home plate ump. Bulldogs out hitting Ames 8-3, but only a 1-run lead so far. Need some insurance. First pitch to Hannah Huizenga. A little bit high, ball 1. Bulldogs got a run in the second, another in the third. Ames's run came in the second inning. Now the 1-0 pitch, and Hannah hits a liner right back to the circle. Threw to first anyway, but that was out on the fly, 1 down. Hannah hit it hard, but right back to Hill. That brings up Jillian Heaton, who was lined to third and bounced into a fielder's choice. 2 Bulldog RBIs today belong to Amber Schatz and Jordan Pauls. First pitch from Hill to Heaton on the outside corner for a called strike. Boy, you know that every time Jillian bats, there's the threat of a ball being rocketed over the fence. You get the feeling she's just waiting for that one pitch. Grounds this one to third. Fair ball down the line. Long throw across is in time by Jules Buss. And Heaton is retired for out number 2. Brings up Jordan Pauls, 1 for 2 with an RBI single. Drove her run in back in the third inning. Right-hander to right-hander. Hill taking her time. Now the wind in the pitch. Downstairs, ball 1. Two out, nobody on for Ottumwa here in the top of the fifth, leading 2-1. The 1-0 pitch on the way to Pauls. High chopper left side in the hole, fielded by Lynch, the shortstop. Long throw across just in time. And the Bulldogs go in order for the first time this afternoon. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Ottumwa 2, Ames 1. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, Many people, millions of orders. This is how we Sonic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Bottom of the fifth inning. Ottumwa still holding on to that 2-1 lead over Ames High. Ashton Brown, who began pitching in the second inning, is still out there for Ottumwa. Brown has not allowed a run in 3 innings. Well, I take that back. She was charged with an unearned run in the second inning, but hasn't allowed an earned run in 3 innings of work, despite allowing the leadoff hitter to reach in all 3 of those innings. None of those have been with a hit. It's been a hit batsman and a couple of walks. This inning she'll face Rachel Rossiker, Kyra Anderson, and Ellie Lynch. Anderson, the only batter who has a hit off of Ashton Brown in this game. I take that back as well. Izzy Rogers had the single last inning where the runner was thrown out at third. Didn't feel like a hit when a runner got thrown out. Rossiker grounded to third her first time up. Takes a strike on the outside corner here, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Brown's next pitch, swing and a miss. Blew it right by her, 0-2. Well, this might be the time 0-2 you just put a ball with some velocity on it right by her, maybe come back with that changeup. Here's the 0-2. It was the changeup, but it came in high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brown again trying to retire the first batter in an inning for the first time today. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. There it is. And that's out number 1. Strikeout number 4 for Ashton Brown. Here's Kyra Anderson, singled in the 3rd inning. Ames at first and second, nobody out in the 3rd inning. Brown got a strikeout and a pop-up, and then Anderson was caught stealing 3rd. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. And maybe Ashton's getting a little more locked in now as this game goes along. Brown winds and the 0-1. Swing and a miss again, 0-2. Anderson quickly down to the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Let's see where Brown goes with this pitch, the 0-2. Ground ball to second. Aller has it. Throw to first. 2 down. Top of the order, Ellie Lynch, the shortstop for Ames, has bunted back to the circle and has walked 0 for 1. Ottumwa out hitting Ames 8-3. It's only translated into a 1-run lead. Ashton Brown trying to keep it that way. First pitch to Lynch. Downstairs, ball 1. Brown's next offering. And therefore a striker even at 1-1. Ottumwa maybe was hoping for an easier game today after what happened last night. There's a little roller, first base side. Heaton picks it up, throws to first. Nice grab by it's Delaney Stevens, who's at second base now. I didn't see it was Stevens until just now, but Stevens throws out Lynch to retire the side, and Ames is set down in order for the first time. We've played 5 here in Ames. Ottumwa 2, Ames 1, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Top of the 6th inning. Ottumwa 2, Ames 1, Bulldogs softball brought to you by Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications, Lisco of Fairfield. And by River Hills Community Health Center, with locations in Ottumwa, Centerville, Oskaloosa, Richland, and Sigourney. They've been growing healthy communities for over 20 years. Visit riverhillshealth.org for updates and more information, or find us on Facebook. Carly Hill, in her third inning of work for Ames, will face Josie Lemons and Guest and Amber Schatz. Lemons doubled and scored in the second, popped out in the third. 1 for 2. Let's see if Josie can get a rally going here in the 6th inning. Bulldogs only leading by a run. First pitch. Roller foul, third base side, 0-1. And last night, as you are probably aware, Ottumwa played 2 games against number 1 Fort Dodge at Houston Field. Lost game 1 3-2 on a 2-out RBI hit in the top of the 7th. Then the Bulldogs won the second game 4-3 in 14 innings. So they played 21 innings last night. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch, 0-2. As I said last inning, Ottumwa was probably hoping for an easier game today, but Ames putting up a fight, and the Bulldogs probably battling a little fatigue. Now the 0-2. Low and away, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lemons. And Guest on deck. Hill gets the sign from the catcher, Rogers. Lemons digs back in, and here's the 1-2. A little bit up and away. Good take by Lemons. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Hill again, a deliberate worker in the circle. Lemons trying not to get lulled to sleep. The 2-2 pitch. Off speed, missed away. 3-2. It was partly sunny when the ball game began. I'd call it mostly sunny now. Beautiful afternoon here in Ames. The 3-2 pitch. Liner into center field, base hit. Lemons 2 for 3 with the leadoff single. We may get a pinch runner for Josie here. Can do that once and still put her back in the game. And it will be Zoe Jones. Zoe Jones will run for Josie Lemons. Here's Ann Guest, a 2-1 lead, top of the 6th inning. Runner on first, nobody out. Seems like an ideal situation for a bunt. What does Mandy Moore have in mind? Carly Hill into the wind, bunt shown. Now she pulls the bat back. The pitch came in high, ball 1. Seems like if that had been a pitch to hit, Ann would have taken a healthy cut at it. 1-0. That pitch grounded left side, fielded by the third baseman. Throw to second is in time, as Buss throws to second to retire Jones. Fielder's choice 5-4. Guest safe at first on the fielder's choice. She's there with 1 out for Amber Schatz. Schatz has an RBI single and has grounded to short. Someone now out hitting Ames 9-3 after the single by Lemons. Still only leading 2-1. Hill into the slow windup, the pitch. Up and away, ball 1. 2 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for Ottumwa. 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error for Ames. Now time called by Ottumwa as Schatz will go down and talk to Mandy Moore down the third baseline. Conversation was brief, and Amber will head back to the plate. One and 0 to the Bulldog catcher. Stands back in as our home plate umpire, puts the mask back on. Hill's ready. Here's the pitch. Hard shot past the shortstop into left field, base hit. Guest will stop at second, and there's 2 on and 1 out. Shot's now 2 for 3. Imagine we'll have a courtesy runner again for shots. That'll once again be Madeline Hauk. When Hauk ran in the second inning for shots, she stole a base. Can't do that here unless it's a double steal with Guest at second. And the batter is Delaney Stevens. The umpire just now getting Stevens onto the lineup card, even though Stevens was in the game in the top of the inning defensively. Press box didn't know either. They announced her as a pinch hitter. She's playing second base. First pitch here to Stevens. High and away, ball 1. I remember talking about this a couple of years ago when Delaney was just out of 8th grade and catching for Ottumwa. She offers a smaller strike zone at the plate. Could work to her advantage here. That pitch on the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. The next pitch on the way, check swing, the pitch missed, and it's 2-1. They appeal down to the base umpire and no swing, so 2 balls and a strike. Hill into the wind, and the 2-1. Low and away, 3-1. Hitters count for Delaney Stevens, a 3-1, taking all the way. And that's a strike. Full count, 3-2. 2 on, 1 out. Top of the order, Nickerson on deck. Guest the runner at second, Hauk the runner at first. The 3-2. Ground ball, left side, fielded by the shortstop. Lynch, throw to first, gets away. It ricochets off the dugout screen, and staying at third is Guest. Safe at first is Stevens on the air, and they're loaded for Nickerson. Would have had second and third with 2 out. Instead, bases loaded, 1 out, and now Casey, who's 3 for 3. And a chance for Ottumwa here to get some insurance and maybe break this game open. You've got good speed at every base. Nickerson stands in against Hill. The wind and the pitch. That's in there for a strike, 0-1. Carly Hill in a jam for the first time since she came on in relief of Jules Buss. The right-hander's 0-1. Down and in, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases full of dogs and 1 out in the 6th inning. Hill's next offering. Little poke into shallow center. That's down for a base hit. 1 run will score. They will hold the runner at third as the throw comes into the plate. RBI single, Nickerson. It's 3-1. Guest scores. Hoke holds at third. Stevens stops at second. And the batter, Kaylee Bix, who's 0 for 2 with the sacrifice. Boy, Kaylee has had a few big hits this season, but has struggled a bit at the plate. Oh, and a check swing foul there for strike 1 on a pitch that was out of the zone. She's had some frustrating times at the plate. But, boy, you can erase all that. The infield is still in. The infield was in for Ames on Nickerson, and it's still in for Bix. Someone now with 11 hits. The 0-1. In the dirt, bounces over the catcher to the backstop. And, again, there is very little room back there. And it ricocheted right back to Rogers, so the runners will hold. Ace is wild on the scoreboard. Number 11 at bat. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases loaded, top of the 6th inning. Ottumwa leading 3-1 and looking for more. Boy, again, the gaps are open in the outfield. If Kaylee could gap one here, she could drive in 3. Hill into the wind and the 1-1 to Bix. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Hannah Hazinga on deck. Bix digs back in, now trying to protect the plate. Here's the 1-2. Up and away, 2-2. No place to put her. You've got Madeline Hauk at third. Delaney Stevens at second. And Casey Nickerson at first. The 2-2. Roller left side fielded by, dropped by the third baseman. Buss, she'll have no play. Everybody's safe, and it is 4-1. I don't know if she was in between on going home or going to first, but she does not get anybody. That'll be an error on Buss. And now a conference on the mound with the entire infield. So Stevens now at third. Nickerson's at second. Bix at first. Hazinga at the plate. 2 errors in this inning. So that run is unearned, and every other run in this inning will be unearned. Ames should be out of this inning with only 1 run scoring. Hazinga has fouled out, singled, and lined out to the circle. Hit it hard the last time. First pitch. Way high all the way to the backstop, but again, it ricochets right back to the catcher, and Stevens has to hold at third, ball 1. You can go first to second or second to third on a wild pitch here at the Ames softball diamond, but that ball has to kick away from the plate if you're going to score on a pitch that gets away. Very little room back there. Now the 1-0. Down and in, 2-0. Again, no place to put her. A walk would mean another run, and Jillian Heaton's on deck. Time called. The previous conference in the circle did not involve a coach, but now Gary Gorman, the head coach of Ames, is out to talk to his pitcher. He glanced at Jules Buss, who started this game in the circle and is now playing third, but after talking to only Hill in the circle, looks like she'll stay in there. Four-1 Ottumwa looking to really break it open here. Bases loaded, still only 1 out. It's been station to station here, but again, you find 1 gap here, you could score 2, maybe 3. The 2-0 pitch. 3-0. You got to think Hannah's taking all the way here. Again, Jillian Heaton on deck. The 3-0 pitch. That's on the inside corner, 3-1. I think I just heard Mandy Moore tell Hannah Hazinga, make sure this one's perfect. If it's not exactly what you want to hit, let it go. Here's the 3-1. On the outside corner, 3-2. Well, ball 4 means a run. Strike 3, the second out. Infield playing in with the bases loaded. And a 3-2 pitch to Hannah. In the dirt, ball 4. When Stevens saw the pitch in the dirt, froze, thinking she couldn't get home, and then it's ball 4. So Hazinga gets an RBI on the walk. 5-1 the score. Stevens scores. Nickerson to third, Bix to second, and here's Heaton. First pitch from Hill to Heaton. Outside, ball one. One big swing here could really blow this game open. The 1-0 to Jillian. Downstairs in the dirt, it gets away to the backstop, but again, no chance to advance. 2-0. Hitters count for Heaton. Hill just trying to find the strike zone here, the 2-0. Chopper slowly left side, foul ball. About halfway up the line, 2-1. Hannah Hazinga telling her teammate to wait back. Don't want to get out in front. 3 runs home in the inning. It's almost turned that slim 2-1 margin into a comfortable 5-1 advantage, but with the bases loaded and still only 1 out. Chance to really break it open. Popped up, foul, right side over towards the fence, and it lands out of the reach of the right fielder, Morgan, for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jordan Paul's on deck. Heaton digs in. A dog at every base in the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. 1 run is in. Bix around third being held as the throw comes into the plate. RBI single for Jillian Heaton. It is 6-1 as the carousel just keeps moving. Nickerson comes home. Everybody else moves up 60 feet, and here is Jordan Pauls. But Pauls will not face Carly Hill as Jules Buss will return to the circle. And Hill will go back to third base. Buss will get a few warm-up pitches here. Probably not enough to justify a commercial break here, so we'll keep it right here. Someone just got on a roll here. A couple of errors didn't help Ames. In fact, of the 4 runs scored in this inning, 3 of them are unearned. Lemon started it with a single. The pinch runner, Jones, was retired at second on a fielder's choice by Guest, but then Amber shot single. Houck ran for her. Delaney Stevens reached on an error. Nickerson had an RBI single. Kaylee Bix reached on an error. Hazinga an RBI walk. Heaton an RBI single. And now the batter is Jordan Pauls, who's 1 for 3 with an RBI single back in the third. Other 2 times she's grounded out. Infield still in for Ames. Bases still loaded. Still only 1 out. The pitch. Way high, ball 1. Someone now 12 hits in the ball game. And the 1-0. Fouled straight back, 1-1. Paul's the 9th batter in the inning for Ottumwa. OHS has batted around. We do have a pinch runner at first base for Heaton. That is Olivia Coram. That pitch gets away, but again, no real room for the ball to get away too far. Count is 2-1 to Pauls. So you have Coram at first, Hazinga at second, Bix at third. That pitch downstairs, and it's 3-1, and 1 more ball means 1 more run for Ottumwa here. Bulldogs have been patient this inning. That pitch chopped foul at the plate, and the count full 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. The payoff. Little roller foul, third base side. We'll do it again. Three and two to Jordan Pauls with Josie Lemons on deck. The payoff. Little liner, fair down the left field line. One run is in, and they will hold Huizinga at third. As getting it back in quickly, Smalley, the left fielder, but it's an RBI single for Pauls, her second of the game. Bix scores. Huizinga to third. Corum to second, and it is 7-1. Josie Lemons, who had a single to start this inning, was pinch run for, now reinserted into the lineup. And she will bat with the bases loaded, still only one out. 7 straight batters have reached for Ottumwa. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. This top of the sixth inning began with a 2-1, and you keep thinking you get that one big hit, that one base clearing hit, we could be in mercy rule territory all of a sudden. 5 runs home in the frame. Swing and a foul back, and Lemons down on the count 0-2. Give you an idea of how different this inning has been than the rest of the ball game. Carly Hill, before she was lifted for bus in this inning, threw 35 pitches in the inning. That was more than she'd thrown the previous 2. Roller foul, third base side. We stay at 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes to the Bulldog third baseman Lemons. And Guest on deck. Bus has the sign and the pitch. High and away, 1-2. Ottumwa, 5 runs home in the 6th inning, bases loaded, and still only 1 out. The 0-2 hit foul off to the right out of play. Lemons staying alive at 1-2. Josie digs back in. Another 1-2 pitch. Downstairs, 2-2. Lemons battling here after getting behind to the count early. 2-2. Bus brings it home, and a foul back to the screen again. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ottumwa has nickel and dime Ames to death in this inning. The 2-2 in the dirt, gets away, but Ottumwa not bothering to advance. Again, no room back there. 3-2 to Lemons. This inning started with a single, then a fielder's choice, another single, an error, a single, an error, a walk, and 2 more singles. Now 3-2 to Lemons. Bases loaded, 1 out, 5 in. Bulldogs up 7-1. The 3-2. Low and away, ball 4, and a hard-earned RBI on the walk for Josie Lemons. Huizinga scores. Corum to third, Pauls to second, and Guest the batter. Ottumwa won the JV game 9-0. They broke it open with a 5-run inning in the middle innings. As Guest takes a strike 0-1, the varsity team didn't break this one open until this inning, the top of the 6th. But everybody has kept the line moving. Guest scored a run earlier this inning, but she reached on the fielder's choice. She swings and misses here. and is down on the count 0-2. Amber Shots on deck. The 0-2 from Buss. Slipped out of her hand, went behind Guess to the backstop. Looked like she tried to throw an off-speed pitch and it missed badly. Ottumwa not trying to advance. Ball 1, 1-2. Olivia Rourke coaching at first, a little smile on her face after that one. 1-2. Pitch on the way to hand. Little pop up, and it'll be run down behind first base by the second baseman, Rossiker, for out number 2. For a moment, I thought that might drift behind everybody and land fair in shallow right, but didn't get quite that far. That brings up Amber Shots, who is 2 for 3. Couple of singles, has an RBI. Infield back to normal depth now, bases loaded, 2 down. And a ground ball sharply to short, fielded by Lynch. Throw across is in time. And the inning finally comes to an end, but Ottumwa sends 12 to the plate. They score 6 times. And we'll get you the rest of the inning totals after the break. It's 8-1 Ottumwa headed to the bottom of the 6th inning on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made-in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Cole Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Cole Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wait now we up now. And when we touch down.
Bottom of the 6th inning, and in a game where Ottumwa was hoping to have it a little easier, they finally got it there. They lead Ames 8-1, scoring 6 runs on 5 hits and 2 errors in the top of the 6th inning. Could have been even more. The Bulldogs left the bases loaded. And because it's only a 7-run game, we will see the 7th inning here this afternoon. Ames has the 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up in their order. Olivia Smalley, Jules Buss, Carly Hill. Smalley, the left-handed hitter, 1 for 2 with a single. Eight runs on 13 hits now for Ottumwa. Ashton Brown's first pitch at the bottom of the 6th. Outside, ball 1. Brown has allowed just 1 unearned run in 4 innings of work in relief. Casey Nickerson pitched only the 1st inning. There's a grounder out to second. And the throw to first in time by Stevens for out number 1. That'll bring up Jules Buss. 0 for 2 with the ground ball to third and a foul out to the shortstop, Bix. Again, Ottumwa 8 runs, 13 hits, 1 error. Ames 1 run, 3 hits, 3 errors. The pitch, way high, ball 1. Brown has only allowed 2 hits since coming in. That pitch in the dirt, and Buss works ahead 2-0. Ashton has struck out 4 and has walked 2. Falling behind here 2-0. The pitch to Buss. Inside 3-0. Carly Hill on deck. See if Brown can work her way back. 3 balls, no strikes. Nope, missed up and away, ball 4. A 1-out walk. Third walk issued by Brown, and that brings Hill to the plate, 0 for 1 with a walk. when Hill walked, she was the pitcher. Her courtesy runner was eventually thrown out at third on a single to center. Runner starts and stops. Pitch is swung on and missed by Hill. Strike one. Buss is pitching again, but she is running for herself. Owen won the count to Carly Hill. Brown brings it home. And that misses for ball one. After today, softball, Bulldog softball, 4 more games this week. 2 in Marshalltown Friday, 2 in the Solon tournament Saturday. That pitch a little bit low, and Brown falls behind Hill 2-1. Tomorrow we're in Marshalltown for baseball, then we're going right back Friday. Here's the 2-1. That's in there for a strike on an off-speed pitch, 2-2. By the way, as we're making that mental note that Ottumwa softball is at Marshalltown Friday, Brandon and Kyle back at the station. We'll talk about that after the game, but make that note. That pitch misses, and it's 3-2. Kind of a weird deal with that. The original schedule had Ottumwa playing softball on Friday at Marshalltown. We were planning on it. The 3-2 pitch. Inside, ball 4, back-to-back walks, first and second with 1 out. And the batter, Ireland Buss, who is 0 for 1, has been hit by a pitch and scored a run. But to finish the thought, we originally had Marshalltown at Marshalltown for softball this Friday on the schedule. Then on the new varsity-bound website, which has replaced Quick Stats, the Marshalltown game's not on the schedule, not for Ottumwa or Marshalltown. That pitch in there for a strike to Buss, 0-1. So we took that off our broadcast schedule, but talking to Mandy Moore today, Bulldog head coach tells me, yes, they are going to Marshalltown on Friday. That is weather permitting. The forecast looking a bit iffy right now. We'll see how it goes. But if they play softball Friday in Marshalltown, we will be there. The 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, 2 on for Ames. Back-to-back walks here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ottumwa leading 8-1. Browns 0-2. On the outside corner, called strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Ashton bounces back with a strikeout, her 5th. And there's 2 down for Izzy Rogers, who is 1 for 1. A sac bunt in the 2nd, a single in the 4th. Brown now trying to get out of this inning and keep Ottumwa up a touchdown. 8-1 the score. That pitch popped foul, back and out of play. 4 strike 1. And if that ball, ball back behind the facility somewhere. And with the COVID-19 guidelines in place, somebody from the Ottumwa dugout, specifically Jordan Pauls, being sent to try to figure out where it went. The next pitch misses, and the count even at a ball and a strike. Two on, 2 out. And the pitch. A little bit low and away, 2-1. Ottumwa feeling a lot more comfortable now with that 7-run lead, but I want to put Ames to bed right here. Don't want to give them any inkling of getting back into it. 2-1. Off speed in there for a strike, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Brown taking a moment, now getting the sign from the catcher. Shots and the pitch. In the dirt, got away from Shots to the backstop. Both runners advance, 3-2. And now runners at 2nd and 3rd with 2 down. Three balls, 2 strikes. Katie Rieselman on deck, the first baseman, if the inning continues. The 3-2 pitch. In the dirt, ball 4. Third walk of the inning. That kind of renders the wild pitch moot. They're loaded for Rieselman, who struck out twice, once swinging, once looking, both on 3-2 counts against Brown. So if history is any indicator, this at-bat could stretch out for a few pitches. First pitch here. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ashton working more deliberately now between pitches. Here's the 0-1. Nope, time called at the plate before she could bring it home. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. One strike away from getting out of the jam. Bases loaded, 2 down. Ottumwa leading 8-1. You know, the Ames dugout is thinking, well, we got them loaded. We get one good swing right here. We could get back into this game. See if Ashton can put her away, the 0-2. Downstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. Off the plate outside, 2-2. All right, everything I said about the schedule for this week, I may not be completely correct. That pitch downstairs, 3-2. I just got a text telling me that Ottumwa baseball is playing at Marshalltown on Friday. Now, I was told that doubleheader was tomorrow. We'll look into that after the game. The 3-2. That missed, ball 4. That walks home a run. It is 8-2. 4 walks in the inning. And Rieselman gets an RBI. Well, they did go 3-2 again, and that time Brown couldn't finish it off. So here's Rossiker, who grounded out and struck out, 0-2. Bases loaded, 2 down. Still up 6. That pitch fouled back 0-1. I think the frustrating thing for Ottumwa right there is that Brown was ahead of Rieselman 0-2 and ended up losing her. 0-1 to Rossiker. The pitch on the inside corner, strike 2. Okay, well, suffice this to say for now. Ottumwa, somebody's scheduled to play in Marshalltown on Friday. If it's baseball, we won't be there tomorrow. We'll be there Friday. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Down on 3 pitches is Rossiker. The inning's over. 1 run, no hits, 4 walks, 3 left. We go to the 7th. Bulldogs leading 8-2. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships, foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Top of the 7th inning. Ottumwa softball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. Ottumwa leading Ames 8-2 as the Bulldogs come to bat for what they hope will be the final time today. 9-1-2 due up. Delaney Stevens, Casey Nickerson, Kaylee Bix. Ames has gone to a 3rd pitcher here. Ellie Lynch, who had been at shortstop, is now on to pitch. For Lynch, I believe this is her first outing of the season. So Jules Buss has now moved to shortstop. Carly Hill went to third base last inning after leaving the circle. Lynch just a freshman, so this almost certainly her varsity pitching debut. Delaney Stevens, the batter, reached on an error and scored in her first at-bat of the game last inning. Stevens had come on defensively for Ella Aller at second. First pitch to Delaney. In there for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 offering. And missed high, 1 ball, 1 strike. The next offering, ground ball to short, fielded by Buss, throw to first in timeout number 1. Top of the order, Casey Nickerson, 4 for 4, 4 singles, an RBI, and a run scored. First pitch to Casey. Ground ball fielded on a hop by the third baseman Hill. The throw to first nearly pulled the first baseman Reisman off the bag, but she got the toe back down for out number 2. Casey hit it hard, but 1 hop right at Hill at third. 2 down for Kaylee Bix, who is 0 for 3 with a sacrifice. Also reached on an error and scored in the 6th. This was a 2-1 game until Ottumwa got 6 runs in the 6th inning. Ames got a run back in the bottom of the 6th, but Ottumwa leading 8-2. Bix takes the ball, 1-0. Next offering from Lynch. Roller to short, up with it is Buss. Throw to first, and the inning quickly over on 3 ground balls. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Bulldogs 3 outs away from their 3rd win, leading 8-2. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang chose me.
Bottom of the 7th inning. Ottumwa 3 outs away from securing win number 3 in the season. They lead Ames here on the road 8-2. 8 runs, 13 hits, and an error for Ottumwa. 2 runs, 3 hits, 3 errors for the Little Cyclones. Kyra Anderson will lead it off, 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. First pitch, hit her in the ankle, I think. Yep. And she's on her way to first. Second hit batter of the game for Ashton Brown. And Anderson trying to rub that out. It got her right in the left calf. First pitch to the leadoff hitter, Ellie Lynch, misses for ball 1. One and 0 the count. Next offering, downstairs 2-0. Boy, for a team down 6 runs, the Ames dugout's making a lot of noise. Here's the 2-0. Upstairs, 3-0. Brown would like to finish this game. Mandy Moore would like her to finish this game, but if Brown gets into a jam here, you got to think about going back to Nickerson. Pitch inside, and that's ball 4. A 4-pitch walk, first and second, nobody out. So here is Olivia Smalley, who is 1 for 3 with a single. Left-handed batter takes ball 1. Ashton Brown having a lot of trouble finding the zone right now. Hasn't thrown one in the zone this inning. She walked 4 last frame to allow a run. Didn't give up a hit in the inning. She's hit a batter and walked a batter here. And that pitch way high all the way to the backstop. Both runners advance. I'm just the radio guy. I'm not the coach. But I got to think that Mandy Moore is thinking about a change here. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. Fooled her on a changeup. Finally got a strike in the inning, 2-1. Nothing hurt yet. Still a 6-run lead, but second and third, nobody out for Ames. You can hear the dugout yelling at Smalley, don't help her. Breaking ball in the dirt, 3-1. Jules Buss on deck. Three balls and a strike. Brown brings it home. Outside ball 4. And they're loaded with nobody out. Jules Buss, the batter, 0 for 2 with a walk and a run. Ottumwa leading 8-2, but Ames tying run not yet on deck, but in the hole. First pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. No balls and a strike. Ashton's next offering. Fly ball to left, not very deep. Guest makes the catch, runner tags, throw comes into the plate. The run scores and it's 8-3. There is one out. Scoring is Anderson. Advancing to third is Lynch. Staying at first was Smalley. Sac fly and an RBI for Buss. And the batter, Carly Hill, who's 0 for 1 with a pair of walks. The wind by Brown and the pitch. Downstairs, ball 1. Runners at the corners, 1 out on the pitch. Off speed up high, 2-0. Brown falling behind again. The right-hander's 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 2-1. Brown has only allowed 2 hits. She's walked 8, and that pitch up high, 3-1. Sluggers count here for Hill, 3 balls and a strike. With her team down 8-3, likely taking maybe all the way. Nope, swinging and fouling it off. To the right, out of play, 3-2. I didn't think we'd be talking about a big pitch in this bottom of the 7th inning, and Ottumwa was still up 5, but you get the feeling this is a big pitch. 3-2, first and third, 1 out. Brown's payoff. High ball 4. Bases loaded again. 3 walks in the inning and a hit batter. 9 walks issued in the game by Brown. Ireland Buss is 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the 2nd inning. First pitch. That's a strike, 0-1. The next offering, off the plate inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Brown trying to find a way to get the final 2 outs. The pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2. Right now, Ames with a symmetrical line, 3 runs, 3 hits, 3 errors. Bases loaded and 1 out. The pitch just missed inside, 2-2. Boy, Ottumwa thought they had that one. Right now, Brown not getting any calls. The 2-2. Swing and a foul back. We'll do it again. Two balls, 2 strikes. A little Cyclone at every base, only 1 out, 1 run home. Ottumwa's lead at 8-3. The tying run is in the on-deck circle. Now the 2-2 pitch to Ireland Bus. High, 3-2. One more base runner would plate a run and bring the tying run to the plate. Brown's 3-2. Outside ball 4. Another run is home. Lynch scores. Smalley to third. Hill to second. RBI for Bus, 8-4. And the tying run comes up in Izzy Rogers, who has not had an at-bat where she's been counted out. And Ottumwa's going to the pen here. It's not Nickerson. The Bulldogs will call on Ashlyn Sheets to try to finish this. So it's a call to the bullpen. We'll take 30 seconds and return on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You are a player, cheerleader, or coach. Your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Ottumwa 8, Ames 4. Bases loaded, still only 1 out, and freshman Ashlyn Sheets has been called on to try to get the save. Bulldogs softball came into the inning with a 6-run lead, but it's in a bit of jeopardy here. Izzy Rogers, a sac bunt, a single, and a walk. Sheets pitch. High, ball 1. Well, you got to throw strikes here. One 1-0 the count. The next offering. That missed, 2-0. Both Sheets, the lefty, and Chloe Bradley, the righty, were warming up several innings ago, back in the 2nd and 3rd innings. The 2-0. Little looper foul down the right field line, opposite field liner, but foul, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Well, what a spot for the freshman here. Ottumwa probably thought they had this game in hand. But Ashton Brown lost the plate. There's a fly ball, foul right side, long run. Nickerson not going to have a play. Count evens at 2-2. Rogers really trying to go the other way. Two balls, 2 strikes. Trying to remember the last time I saw any softball team with a left-handed pitcher. They're not very common. The 2-2. Off speed, called strike 3. Huge pitch for the freshman Sheets, and there's 2 down in the 7th. Someone now 1 out away. Sheets would get a save if she can preserve this lead. She came in with a tying run at the plate. Tying run still at the plate. It's Katie Rieselman, 2 strikeouts and a walk. And a pop foul right side, that'll get out of play for strike one. Oh, 0-1 the count. The lefty Sheets brings it home. Called a strike on the outside corner, 0-2, and now the throw back to the pitcher got away, and coming home to score is Smalley, and it's 8-5. I guess that goes down on an error on the catcher. Well, this game has had some crazy stuff. That doesn't change the equation very much. Instead of bases loaded 2 out, it's 2 on, 2 out. Tying run is still at the plate. In a sense, that run didn't matter. Here's the 0-2. Pop foul back and out of play. Still no balls, 2 strikes. Rieselman, the 8th batter of the inning. 0-2. Ottumwa leading this topsy-turvy game 8-5. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. It was in the dirt, but the throw down to first to complete the put out. The ball game is over, and Ottumwa hangs on to win it by a final of 8-5. All right, let's take a 3-minute timeout. Come back and get you the post-game totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Softball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. Bulldogs get the win. A little more exciting than they wanted at the end, but they hang on to beat Ames by a final of 8-5. The totals for the Bulldogs, 8 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors. They left 9 on base. Ashton Brown is the winning pitcher, now 2-1. Ashlyn Sheets will get the save, her first. For Ames, 5 runs, 3 hits, 3 errors, 8 left on base. Carly Hill taking the loss. She is 0-2. In a ballgame that took 2 hours and 11 minutes to complete, Ottumwa improves to 3-4. Ames falls to 0-4. The Bulldogs will play at Marshalltown, a doubleheader on Friday, and then they will play 2 games in the Solon tournament on Saturday. They'll face Iowa City High and then face Solon. We definitely will bring you the Solon tournament on Saturday. We'll take one more 3-minute timeout, come back and wrap up the afternoon here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships, foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
And welcome back one final time to Ames, where your Ottumwa softball team knocks off the Little Cyclones by a final of 8-5. Okay, our next broadcast of Ottumwa High Athletics. I was told last week that Ottumwa's baseball doubleheader with Marshalltown was tomorrow. I'm now being told that it is Friday. So therefore, we will have Ottumwa baseball at Marshalltown on Friday, starting at 5. 2 games, a doubleheader on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. Then we'll have Ottumwa softball on Saturday, 2 games in the Solon tournament, beginning at 11 o'clock. Again on KBIZ and on the live video stream. I want to thank all of our sponsors one more time: Meridian Credit Union, Petrita Orthodontics, Champion Bowl, Community First Credit Union, Slayton Polaris, Sonic Drive-In, Dixon's Floors and More, Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse, the Ottumwa Community School District, Cold Palace Cafe and Books, Family First Chiropractic, Lisco, and River Hills Community Health Center. A big thank you to Bulldog head coach Mandy Moore for helping us prepare for the broadcast this afternoon. And a big thank you to both of our producers, Annie Argo, the on-site video producer, and Brandon Drew running the radio broadcast back at the studios of 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ. My name's Jason Van Arkel, and looks like I'll talk to you Friday when the Bulldog baseball team plays at Marshalltown. And until then, have a good rest of your day.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Opa!